Okay, so this is just a quick little update thing, and I wanted to play a random game, and this is the first random game that came to my mind that I was in the mood to kind of play, because I haven't played it in a little bit. This is a game I grew up with, honestly, so yeah. Anyway, so I decided I needed to do kind of a little update because we have not been updating our channel very often. I apologize for that, because that kind of falls on me a lot, because it is kind of my, like, thing. Okay. Just had to make sure of something. It's like I'm like the editor, so it's supposed to fall on me. But, like, things have been happening this last week, and it's been kind of really hard to actually find time to edit when I need to. And I kind of want to do it, like, on the days to kind of help with, like, managing just a time flow and, like, a schedule. But, like, it's not working, so what I might just do is do, like, in the near future, do a big, just a big, like, edit project and sit down and do some stuff. Honestly, yeah, I just haven't, like, had time to do it because, like, lately my young son has been wanting to play Minecraft, and has come down here almost every second every day to try to play Minecraft since my computer's the only means of doing that. I'm not going to be too worried about the actual plot right now. If people want this, and we can convince Lynn to go through with it, I might have her play through this game at some point. This is one of my... Even though this game is not nearly as good as, like, other beat-em-ups, like, my favorite beat-em-up is, like, Peacekeepers for the Super Nintendo. I think that one's, like, one of, like, the best flowing ones. And of course I've played Double Dragon, like, a bajillion times. To the point where, like, it was, like, I tried to do, like, a thing on my personal channel where I did a stream thing, and then me and, we, like, tried to do, like, Road to Neon back on another channel, but, like, yeah, shoot. But this game, even though it might not be the greatest, which is, like, a super fun little thing that I had access to a lot, that was just, like, basically, let's see, out of the games I had, like, immediate access to, all I really had, beat-em-up wise, for the longest time, was, like, the original Double Dragon, and I would occasionally rent stuff like Turtles in Time, Double Dragon for the Super Nintendo, which I enjoyed a lot. Damn it. Also, damn it, I think there's a power-up up there. It's been a while since I played this. I thought there was another way that way. But I absolutely loved this. I absolutely loved, like, Marvel superheroes. X-Men and, like, X-Men and Spiderman were, like, some of my favorites growing up. I didn't get to watch their cartoon as much. Like, I watched the X-Men cartoon a lot, but I never got to watch, like, the Spider-Man cartoon that much. But yeah, just a whole bunch of different stuff like that. Anyway, so there we go. That's the power-up I was thinking of. Long story short about updates. Yeah, so I just haven't had a chance to do that. And honestly, I'm trying to think just how to kind of say this completely here. Also, beating up people kind of have to focus sometimes. I even got to use my power kick, which has been, I think, slightly making me want to do that. There we go. There we go. Probably should save that for now. I don't know what it is, but video games where they had the, like, green health indicate that the boss had, like, more than their standard health. Always loved that for some reason. And what's funny is that in this game, only, like, the mini-bosses have this, or, like, the standard stage bosses have this. I wanted to throw her behind me, but okay. Like, this boss has it, but, like... But, like, when we get to the real bosses, they won't, like, the main villain bosses, they will not have this, for some reason. Shoot, okay. I think I should be able to win without losing a life. Now that she's by herself, I can just do this. Yes. Anyway. My accuracy was garbage. You got it. Climb, let's go. I think I know of a secret here, but I have to actually find it. Ow. Stupid siren, whatever her name was. Ow. I'm looking for a secret. I think it's supposed to be this window. Apparently not. Ow. That was like one of these windows in this side of the building. Apparently I am wrong. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. You got it, game. Haha. Loser. Anyway, long story short, basically, what I was hoping to have done, and something we might try to do in the near future. Oh shit. Punch this, throw that, and win. Ah! My ribs. Aye! I love that part right there. We're just like bloop. Oh, I lost a life. That's lame. Motherfucker killed me right at the last second. Anyway. So, honestly, we have like a lot of RPGs piled up. I might have said that before, but we have like, let's see, we have like the rest of Fire Emblem, which is so far behind. The rest of Earthbound, which is also so far behind. It's funny because as editing the last Earthbound video I did, I realized that it said something like, maybe we should play Chrono Trigger. That could be fun. And then, like, by this point, we've already done, like, an entire playthrough of Chrono Trigger. Like, completely. Just completely beat it. Like a randomizer of it. And it's kind of funny. We've also done, like, an entire playthrough of Mario RPG, which was also in that same kind of boat. But, like, Earthbound was the first one we did, so we, like, we were uploading them at the same time. It just kind of, like, got a little bit, Earthbound got a little bit behind. So now it's saying stuff like that. I found it kind of funny, but it also it's kind of just like a thing that's just like, shoot, I'm getting these. I could use these. There we go. Health restored, lives gotten. I don't even know if it's going to be a full run or not. It's probably not. I'm just doing things out of habit. Honestly, we'll know if it's more of a full run or not, depending on how well I do against this next boss. Alright, good, I need that. Possibly. But that depends on a lot of things, because this next boss is full of bonuses, depending on how well you do. But yeah, no, so, long story short, we have like a couple other games on top of that afterwards. Like, I might have mentioned this in the last one, but we had like a, part 1, or like we've uploaded a part 1 of Dragon Quest 3 when Dragon Quest 3 the remake came out. Like the moment it came out, I was like, you know, I'll upload one of these parts to see if anyone's interested. Like I got like 1 view. So I was like, oh, never mind. But we have that whole playthrough done, so we're going to upload it at some point. But I could have used that a minute ago. But like we have that, and now we have all of Dragon Quest 1 done. We have a partial playthrough of Dragon Quest 2 ready to go. Do that. Let's continue. That's what was also under that one thing. And the third part, aka the rooftop. But yeah. But also, I've noticed that we had like a lack of action games. So I'm kind of wanting to see if Lynn will be interested in doing a bunch of like action games in the near future. You know, stuff like this or other games from my childhood. Because I played a lot of games in my childhood. Like, I had a Super Nintendo. I had a Super Nintendo, a regular Nintendo, and my brother had access to a Sega Genesis. So I had access to a lot. I played this game on Sega Genesis, actually. I'm playing the Super Nintendo version right now because it makes a lot more sense. I might be in trouble. If this guy hits me once, I think I'm out. Yep, I'm out. Alright, well. This is if you lose the fight, it's fine. This is your supposed to lose fight. But if you beat up a bunch of them, they give you a bunch of good power-ups. Like glides and continues and stuff. But yeah. Honestly, yeah, we're not going to probably get that far in this. This is, again, I'm just like this is like the stuff I do every time I play this game. So I'm probably not going to get too much further than usual. But yeah, like the main bad guys here have normal red health bars. And this is true for all the villains. Like, this is like a thing for this game, is that there's a lot of fights like this where it's fights against the main villains. And they're cool. But like, the stage bosses seem like more interesting fights than these are. And like I said, the biggest complaint I have is that, like, these guys are tough. These guys will drain your health like crazy. Oh no, Spidey. I think she was supposed to get stabbed, but she ducked out of the way, so she didn't even get hit. Also, one thing I really like about this is that in a lot of games outside of like a turtle game, you didn't really get to choose between characters that much, and they definitely didn't have alternate levels. So this was kind of a fun aspect of this game, was being able to swap over to being Venom for a bit and having like completely different levels with him. Not that that was always the case. Like after this batch of levels, when it asks you to choose your character again, the next time it doesn't matter and you're going through the same levels. Then there's this one part where you just like completely skip like an entire chunk of the game if you play as Venom specifically. And he like gets teleported almost right to the end. So if you're actually trying to beat the game for real and not trying to experience every level, honestly playing as Venom for that one part kind of good because you skip a lot of levels where you just lose lives. And like, there's not really all that much reason to play more levels, honestly, because again, if you die, you die. So yeah. But anyway, so I want to kind of do the thing where I just said, where I get Lynn to play. We play some more action games and stuff for the channel, like old school beat 'em ups or stuff like that. Like if we get the like original Switch and like an Elgato over here. Oh, thank goodness. I could, we could easily play through a bunch of like the Switch Online games. There's like a lot of good ones there, including a lot from my childhood that I rented or something, including a lot that I didn't. But regardless, there's a lot of good ones there, and we could play multiplayer easily. Playing through the means I'm playing now, not exactly the easiest to try to do like any kind of multiplayer. I think Venom's path is the hardest path here. I think I made a terrible decision, is what I'm learning right now. If you want to go through this game like the best, the optimal route is to choose Spider-Man first. Playing as Venom is a trap. And then it doesn't matter who you play as for the second part. I'll never get to actually fight these guys for real. But if they beat me this time, I might game over because I don't think Zero's alive. And you have to win this fight. This isn't a bonus fight this time. Now I got continues, but I think I have to start the level over. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Yeah, 3 continues. And I'm forced to stay as Venom when I realize I should be Spider-Man. Alright, well, yeah, a bunch of action games if we can find them. Like short games. Funner games. Just stuff that we can actually sit down, go through the whole project. Maybe not take that difficult to edit. Stuff of that nature, unless we find something funny. But yeah. I missed again with that. First time I got knocked out of my hands, and this time I missed. But yeah. If people also want, I could also do just a bunch of like solo games like this too. And play stuff like this more for real. I mean, even though this is the New Fiend Gamers, I mean, I am still a New Fiend gamer, even if it's solo. Or I can also get my brother involved too. But I don't know, he might only want to play games like... Ah, shit. Really? The heart came up again out of like left field. So I wasn't expecting it. I miss beat 'em up games with this. I know there's still a couple coming out every so often, but it's just always a joy to play classic beat 'em ups. I don't know. A lot of people find these boring and repetitive and monotonous, but I just love seeing like the different stages and trying to get past like the individual challenge that each stage presents. I don't miss the fact that these games had continues. Like that, like lives and continues are like a thing of like, like honestly, I'm glad to be gone with that. Like I remember one game that honestly felt like the fairest way of doing the kind of concept that Lives and Continues had. And even it kind of did it terribly because later stages just were not good for it at all. Like the in-game stages were just absolute garbage, difficulty-wise. Um, but like, no, I didn't hit either of them. I don't know. I still like the mysterious health bar, and then like that relief, that sigh of relief when you finally get them into the red. It's also weird that the game hasn't gotten to the part where we can use the summons yet. It's like a whole mechanic that you don't get until the second half of the game. Yeah, I did terribly. If we do this for real, I'll actually show the cutscenes. I'll probably go through every level. Ow. Gotta fight with these guys. Alright, there's another continuous Venom. I like the concept of playing as Venom, and Venom was like one of my favorite characters for a while because of stuff like that, but my gosh, did he make me just lose 2 continues in 1 second. Honestly, I don't think this playthrough's going to get much further than this. Like, I'll probably be able to get past this stage. Just on sheer being able to get past these two, because these two ain't that hard. Yeah, I know. Just got my butt kicked. Peter! The horse is here! That's not a horse, that's a Venom. Okay. Let's play as the Spidey one. Now for a stage that walled me, I think, once or twice in this game. Or at least a handful of times. Just because the boss kind of sucks. And then the stage after this, or the stage not after this, but the stage after that one, also walled me. Because it's also, no wait, no. I think I'm right about what stage I think I'm at, but like, I think there's a stage or two I'm forgetting along the way. But I think this is the stage, I think I do remember this being the stage that could wall me once or twice. Because this boss is kind of annoying. And it's got like the upper hand on me a couple times. I remember as a kid, I actually got all the way to the part where you pick Venom and he takes you to like the last stage. Not knowing where the secret stage was. But, because you can go through a secret stage via him. Not knowing about that, but, whoa. Spidey. 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 Just get the life. It's not that hard. Never mind, it's apparently that hard. Alright, well, that barrel knocked into somebody else and still got him. Beat up Malcolm in the middle. Now Sal here is a regular goon. Regular henchman. Not goon in the other sense. Get your mind out of the gutters. Anyway, no, but yeah. That's something I would like to do with the whole thing with the action games and all that stuff. I know, I ramble. I don't know if we all notice this. That's my curse I am to bear. But yeah, I'm also sorry. I'll try to see if I can get a bunch of editing done sometime this. I don't know if I can do it this weekend. It might have to be another thing where maybe next week is also kind of slow unless I actually get the time to do it, which would require if I could have the basement to myself long enough to do the editing and also get up and around and stuff. It's a 2-part process. I have to be able to like live for a minute and then be able to edit afterwards without like getting interrupted. We'll find out. Maybe instead of this I should have done that instead. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it here in a minute because I still got a little bit of time like after this to do it. I just know this weekend's going to be busy because I want to be doing a massive stream and also might be working on a D&D project. But I actually maybe play some D&D for the first time in years. To try to get some ideas for some games I want to make. Alright. Is there health or anything up here? No. Am I screwed? Is this the boss I'm thinking of? Yep. I hate these guys. Dr. J and Dr. Other One are a pain in the ass. I have not figured out the Big Don. Dr. J and Big Don. What makes them hard? They freaking block with their umbrellas. And their umbrellas hurt like a brick. Good news. Since I played as a child, I learned I could do this. Which helps on 2 fronts. One, this helps build up your accuracy, which is what causes the power kick to happen. And 2, you kind of just get him in a stun lock. As a kid, you play a beat 'em up, you just kind of hit the beat 'em up button, and then everything kind of just goes on its own. I'll treat you like animals. No mercy from Spiderman. Welcome to Spider-Man No Mercy. We beat you up with wrestling moves for a pay-per-view, I guess. I don't know. I had no idea where that joke was going, but that's where my head went, was just with the pay-per-view for wrestling. Why? Because my brothers forced me to watch so much wrestling. I mean, force is probably a strong word, but it's true. Because, like, they would take up the TV, the only TV, or like one of the few TVs around, and watch it all the time. So it would always be on. Alright, we start getting summons now. At least I get to show off this mechanic before the... As if! Why is your name As If? Probably should have saved some of that. A flashing light warning, I guess. Also, worse enemy in the thing, he counters. Summons! That's what they do. They go around going blue, 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 blue. Ow. Then... yes. L to swap between them. R to do them. Alright, so this run's going to crap anyway. Oh, he got eaten. Yeah, like one life. One more continue after this. Should save those hearts. We need to find a sonic gun or a fire person. Oh, so yeah, okay. The level I was thinking of, there's just like one level between those. We need the sonic gun. We better split up. It does not matter if you're playing as Spiderman or Venom here. You will go to the right. I thought it would have been cool as a kid, like, getting here as the other character and going to the left. I think that would have been cool. That's not what happened. This level was kind of a pain. The next level sucks. The next level is absolute garbage. Thinking about it, I wonder if you can use your summons in the next level. I do get an extra continue. I am curious how far this run will go. This game's not super long. If I can get to the end, that'd be funny. I'll also feel really bad that I skipped every single cutscene. But we ain't got time for that. Shit. Shit. Do I get to keep my ability? Do I get to continue again? Does the continue respawn? That is the question of the ages right now. Yes, we need the sonic gun. We better split up. I do get to keep my summons. I think that's a kind of a cool concept for a beat 'em up right there too. Just the ability to have little summons. Also, having like a unique enemy for this level is kind of fun too. I mean, the powers respawned, so it's not crazy to think that the things have happened. Grabbing that because that's going to respawn as well. Yeah, continue loop. Hell yeah. That is the absolute best place to lose a continue. Bar none. Shit. You can never game over in this stage. This stage. Next stage, not so much. But this stage, you can never game over in. Because they give you a free continue every time. Alright, I love the music in this game. I mostly love like the first level theme and the first level boss theme. I think those are my favorite themes in the game. Ooh. How did I do that? Man, I played this game like a bajillion times. I'm still learning new things. Shit. That's like the last wave, too. Of course it is. If I could just not died, I would have been fine. But of course I died. Fantastic Four Lab. This level is absolute garbage. The concept at first is kind of okay. It's just that. Shit. Shit. Invincibility frames. Freaking. Fine. We're free. That was the hard part, right? What do you mean there's this guy? It's like, what do you mean there's this guy? This guy. He's unbelievably annoying. Oh yeah, that's... First you have this part, which is kind of hard to dodge. Not impossible. I did a bad job. Ow. Ow. I'm doing a worse job. Ah. That did it. But then there's this guy who will just do that much damage to you. No, you cannot summon here. I just tried. Shit. But yeah, no, he did that much damage. I hadn't even heard the damn thing yet. I even got him out of green. I barely touched him. He wiped out my entire continue. This might be the end. And the sad part is I think the game actually kind of ends shortly after this. Like, it doesn't, but like... I think after the next stage... No, it's not after the next stage. I think there's like a couple stages after it. Like, the next stage you set up a trap. I forget. Okay, nope. I thought I had something. Crap. Well, at least I got him into red. This is my last life, so if I die, it's over. I died, it's over. Next time we do this, we'll show the cutscene, maybe voice it out, if Linda ever wants to play this. And use save states to kind of get through some of these tougher parts, because again, that's the whole game. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. I figured it'd be a short run, like a 30-minute run or so. I like this game, but yeah, it's got problems. That boss being a big problem. Any boss where it's just kind of hard to do anything and they just knock out a whole life in one shot. That's the kind of stuff that the Turtle game for the PS2 did. What was it? Turtle game for PS1 or for PS2 for the 2003 show. It had like an interesting take on lives and continues, but the interesting take was more or less just like I'm just going in here so I can jam to my favorite song while I talk. There we go. Anyway. So yeah. In that game, I played that one on my regular channel. On my old channel, my solo channel, that's mostly a stream VOD channel now. But like to beat that game, we had to use a cheat code in order to even beat it, because the last levels are just garbage because they'll just wipe out your health. But it had an interesting system where every world you got a fresh set of continues, and so you could save between worlds. And like the worlds were like 5 or 6 stages long, like almost like a traditional like arcade, but you had like 4 or 5 continues or something like that, and you could get through the game like that, and it was fine. But like the later levels were just garbage, and the second level was also kind of garbage. Like the second world was pretty garbage. I remember being stuck on that level for way too long because you had to fight the mini boss like 6 times or something crazy like that. You had to fight him so many times and he would just drain your health. Then the final fight against him was also ridiculously tough. But like there is things where like even though I would prefer just if you die go back to a checkpoint and stuff like that instead of having lives. But yeah, no, I absolutely hate the idea of like lives continues and then you just start the whole game over. Like if this game had infinite continues, where every time you continued you started the level over, but that was it. That was the only penalty. This game would be probably really fun. This game would be like 500% more fun than it already is. And it's pretty fun, at least to me. I enjoy it. It's one of the best LJN games, and LJN's usually has garbage, but this is pretty good. And like I said, it's got problems. That one boss is a problem, especially when you have limited continues and stuff like that. It's just, yeah. No. There's like a method, like every time I play this game and get to that part, I basically like save at him and figure out how to like get in there, hit him like 3 times, jump out, get in there, hit him like 3 times, jump out, get in there, hit him like 3 times, jump out, and do that like ad nauseum, more or less. But with this, it's kind of hard. But next time, if we ever do this game again, if I ever play this, I'll show the story, and we'll show the story and voice over it if we can. It does kind of go at its own pace. And then on top of that, we'll, I think the comic book story for this game is actually pretty good. It's a good retelling of Maximum Carnage, which, because of this game, I actually gave that particular arc a read at one point. It was actually a pretty good comic arc. I don't really read comic books that often. I read more manga than comics. Not that I don't like comics, it's just the idea of having to collect all the separate issues. I'd rather, if I'm going to read a comic, I'm going to get like a big old super book. I want that big old super book to contain like the start of it, and let me read all the way through. Because I don't want to start in the middle. I know comics are set so you can start in the middle and miss things, and it's fine. I've done that with Archie Sonic, but I would prefer just to start from the beginning and read the whole thing. So I don't like watching most shows without watching from the beginning like anymore. I'd just rather start from the start and go to the end. But anyway, that's enough for me. This was just an update video today. Sorry about the lack of updates again. We'll finish Earthbound soon. We'll finish Fire Emblem soon. And hopefully on Wednesdays we'll start throwing in some random games. Maybe if me and Lynn have time and we don't get bombarded this week, this upcoming Monday, maybe that'll be a good time for that. But that's to say from that. Yeah, I'll probably upload this. You'll be seeing this. I record this in the middle of the night. You'll be seeing this as like early as probably, I don't know. I might try a 7 o'clock upload just to see what that works. But yeah, this will be your morning video for today. Good morning. And have a wonderful day from here. Even though you probably watch this in the afternoon at night or 10 years from now once people actually notice we exist. Anyway, see ya.